Hey boo, my name is Mercy. I am a Nigerian currently practicing in the UK as a nurse. In this video, we are going to be talking about how you can become a nurse in the UK without a nursing background. If this is something that you are interested in, keep watching till the end. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and do subscribe as well. Hey boo, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. If you're seeing my face for the first time, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Mercy. I am a Nigerian and I am currently practicing in the UK as a nurse. In this channel, we talk about nursing, we talk about lifestyle, and we do vlogs as well. If this is something you are interested in, do subscribe, like, and share as well. And to my returning subscribers, you are amazing. To become a nurse in the UK without a background in nursing or without a degree in nursing involves you applying for a master's degree in nursing called Master's Pre-Registration Nursing. Now, this course is for people who have a first degree, meaning you've got a bachelor's degree, not in nursing. It could be in a healthcare related area, or it could be in any field. The MSc Pre-Registration Nursing course in the UK is a master's program and it runs for 2 years because it is an accelerated program. The tuition ranges from 13,450 to 26,000 per year. So depending on the school or the university where you were applying to, their fees are different. Now, just to note, several schools in the UK offer the MSc Pre-Registration course, but not all of these schools offer admission to international students. Some of the universities that offer admission to international students are University of Liverpool, Manchester University, Teesside University, University of West Scotland, and Chester University as well. These universities offer admission to international students, and there are some more, so do some research. All of these universities have different entry intake or cohorts when they start the courses. So there is the January cohort, there is a September cohort, and there is a mixture of both in the year. So different schools have different times in which to start the courses. For you to apply for the Master's Pre-Registration Nursing course, you need to have a bachelor's degree with a grade of 2.2 and above. That's one of the requirements for the course. You also need to have a recognition of prior learning. The number of hours required by these universities to show towards the recognition of prior learning differs. It ranges between 500 to 1,000 hours. Recognition of prior learning in essence just means that you have an experience working in a healthcare related field. For people who have bachelor's in a science related field, take for example anatomy, biochemistry, medical lab science, these people, it's easy for them to prove that they've got experience in a healthcare related field. For people whose bachelor's were not in science related field and they want to apply for this course, what you can do to show that you've got an experience in a health related area is for you to volunteer in a health related field. So take for example, people in Nigeria can go volunteer in a primary healthcare setting. They usually do immunizations and vaccination programs, so you can volunteer to work with such people for a certain duration of time, and the hours will be counting towards the hours that is needed for application. You can also volunteer to work at an NGO that has their aim as a healthcare related function. So take for example, some NGOs have safeguarding as one of their aims and objectives. So try to do your research and see which organizations can give you such number of hours that you need towards recognition of prior learning. Other examples of where you can get the experience from could be from a sick bay. So if you know schools that have sick bays where the students go to receive medical attention, you could volunteer to work there. You could volunteer at a pharmacy, you could volunteer at a lab. That way you get the experience that you need. You also need to write a personal statement in the application process. Now, in your personal statement, that's where the recognition of prior learning comes in. You have to impute some of these experiences and some of these details in your personal statement. It has to be convincing enough, okay? So ensure that you write it properly. Talking about the recognition of prior learning, when you are doing the application to these various schools, most schools create a portfolio for you where you have to impute the details and the experiences that you've learned from these areas where you did your volunteering from and your internships and the likes. They create a portfolio for you where you have to impute these details as well. Another requirement from some of the schools is proof of English language. Some of the schools require you to write an IELTS exam with a required band of about 7. It could be less for some schools. Just research in those schools and see what they require. For proof of English on some other schools, they might decide to allow you write an online English language test, which is being provided by the school. Now, this could be free or this could be based on a little amount that the school would charge you for. Some other schools would say that they would accept your WAEC results. Like I said again, each schools accept different things. So research and see what it is. During the application process, some of these universities require you to have an interview prior to them making a decision on your application. These interview comprises of healthcare related questions that you have to answer and prove that you are knowledgeable about it prior to them deciding. So ensure that you have a look on the website of these schools to see what some of these questions might be about, because they might give you an example or more like a breakdown of what the interview would be about. So have a look and see what the school tells you and read up on it. Before doing all of these processes, I'm assuming you already have an international passport, because this is required as well. So ensure that your international passport is all sorted and available while you're doing your application. One tip I would give, or one advice I would give if you are looking to apply for this course, is ensure that you apply months and months and months ahead, because the application deadline closes early. So you could see that the application for a January cohort might have closed by May. So have a look and see that you still have enough time to apply for this course. Prepare for it. Have a look on their website. You could see that they might have some open days which you can register for and ask all of your questions. Any burning question you have got, you can ask them and they can answer your questions for you. That way you have more knowledge on what it is that you have to do in the application process. I know some of you would be asking, are there scholarships available and the likes? There are some schools that have scholarships available that they give international students. It might be automatic, more like a discount for you when you are paying for your first year, or you might have to have a discussion with the school to see if there is anything available for you as an international student. But usually the scholarships available ranges between 2,000, 3,000 to 5,000 pounds, which you can access to help in the reduction of the fees that you would pay as an international student. Once you have filled all of your biodata, your name, your address, everything that tells us about you, and you have uploaded and filled every question that has been asked you on the application website, you go ahead to apply, and then if your application is successful, you would be offered a conditional offer letter with list of things that you need to do next to move to the next stage. I hope this is helpful. Just to put a disclaimer out there, everything I have said in this video is from my research, and I hope you have found this video resourceful. If you still have any question that is burning or not burning, please leave your questions in the comment section, and I would come with my extinguisher and try to answer your questions. Do have a good day. And don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and do subscribe as well. Have a good day. Bye.